And we're live on the twitch.tv/theassumer. Well, we got Bananas in chat from Talbar and Asis CG. Thank you for the bananas, lets me know that we are live. Once again, no announcement video, just going live straight off the back of an episode of Hermitcrafts. If you watch the Hermitcraft series, then you should know that on Mondays and Fridays, about an hour after that episode goes out, we're here on Twitch doing a live stream. Today, very exciting, we are listening to Old Sorcery. I shot them an email, I said would it be alright to use their music. They were cool with it, but they are part of a record label. It's probably going to get chewed up when it goes over to YouTube, and you know, copyright strikes and all of that will happen. So we're doing this stream today as a bit of a test run, see what happens with it. If it's good on the YouTube system, then we might get to do this from time to time, which would be really nice because I love my dungeon synth music. It's got a vibe that I really love when I'm playing Minecraft, just super chilled out. That's a lot of bunnies. Should we be saying carrots and not bananas, says Maddie Goody. Today you probably should be saying carrots. That is indeed a lot of bunnies, isn't it? Ooh, there's going to be a lot more by the time I'm done in here. Anyway, we're gonna hang out here for a minute, do a bit more breeding, just let the peeps roll in. Isn't X a number? Is here for 2 months, saying, hey X, how are you? I'm doing good, thanks buddy. Hope you're excited for the stream. What are the bunnies for? Farming purposes. Oh, poor little bunny rabbit's getting farmed. Yeesh. Right. Do you have your TX? Yes, I got a English brekkie here today. Brekkie! I knew I'd say it! I knew I'd say it! Oh. What was it I heard the other day? I'll have an English brekkie, love. And then it just stuck in my head. Brekkie. Delta likes the zoom. The zoom! Yeah, the zoom's great, isn't it? Hypnotize says, why are you farming Tango's slippers? He told me he needed more of them. He's been running around a lot. They're getting worn out. Good to have you with us, Hypno. This is all for rabbit's feet. Literally, we are farming rabbit's feet, which is not slippers, but sort of similar. I don't know. Yeah, they actually look kind of all bred out at the moment. X, how did you obtain the Tranquility Gardens maps as Dark Blue JY? Just using Google. Just search for it and then downloaded it from the website. I mean, it was recommended to me, but that's how you get your hands on a map. You know, you do the Google search, you download it. Let's hope it's safe out here. B-Dubs was on, so it should all be good. Yeah, so this is my little pit. I'd be good to remember the coordinates. Let's get some post-stream notes. I always need post-stream notes. Minus 46.3. Show wheat. Right, let's head over to the minigame area. Your GUI resource pack is the best. I agree, I love dark mode. Dark mode everything. If you're not aware, dark mode reduces the strain of your eyes. When you look at black text on white backgrounds on a computer screen, not to be confused with a book, it strains your eye muscles in a way that I believe the other way around alleviates to some extent. So therefore, I put everything I can in dark mode. My chat is in dark mode. Streamlabs is in dark mode. Minecraft is in dark mode. My computer is in dark mode. Some of you have probably noticed that from my videos, right? That I have dark mode on Windows. Ow! I was looking at chat and I hit a wall. Oof. The Sumer is just in dark mode. Yeah, I'm in dark mode. Yeah, my Reddit is on dark mode. How do I change my Minecraft to dark mode? It's a resource pack, vanilla tweaks. Hoggling in the tunnel! Gotta watch out, hoggling about. What about Twitter? Yep, my Twitter's in dark mode. Jeez, it's a dark mode questionnaire. Everything I've got, sync thing is in dark mode. Like, if something's got a dark mode option, I've got it, you know? My phone is in dark mode. Most of the apps that I use that have an option are also in dark mode. You know what? It doesn't actually make sense for us to come here first. We need to go grab a few things. I just turned my Twitch to dark mode, lol. That's the way. Reduce that strain, you know. Protect those eyeballs. Okay, we've got Father of Apocalypse here for 26 months. A Sphere here for 19. Thank you so much for your tremendous support. Appreciate it. Dark mode is so much better. That's just my opinion, says Curio. Well, you know, you can have an opinion on if you like it or not, but when it comes to your eyes, the science supposedly says that, you know, looking at dark mode interfaces reduces strain. And so I'm just like, well, I'll use that dark mode interface then, you know, protect thy eyeball. Do we need any of this where we're going? Not really, not yet. Nor that. Nor this. I just got supplies for all sorts of projects sitting around at the moment. This is what we need. Now, the last set that I brewed did this. And I just do not understand how, because every set that I brewed was correct, right? Yet somehow these instant damage potions turned into different types. Unless these are some messed up ones because we had trouble with this. They could be messed up ones from when we first had trouble getting that brewer going. But I could have swore I picked out all the normal boxes. Like I sort of made sure I didn't pick up any botched ones. Maybe that's the answer, but we're going to go have a quick look at the machine. It's also an opportunity to say, you know, you haven't watched the latest episode of Hermitcraft, spoiler alert. Also, the latest episode was great. I had a blast. It went on longer than I planned, like a 30-minute plus episode. It's nice to do every now and then. Everything you're going to see over here, why don't y'all in chat tell me what you think about this build and where it's going? Because I got big plans. And what you're seeing is just a small portion, but a great portion of it. We may even, if we get lucky, what's this? Is that our boy Corrales dropping off gifts for us? Oh, what a sweetheart. Dude, that's so generous. I got more of this stuff from him today, but I didn't realise he'd dropped them off. Oh, I said carrots to him. He thought I meant golden carrot. Right. So I went over to his base and pinched a bunch of kelp and carrots today, but he brought them to me after I asked. He didn't realise that I'd gone there. I'll probably be returning the golden carrots, but very generous of him. So, yeah, this place is just amazing. Let's see what chat says. Looks nice. Super cool. Are all hermits full-time YouTubers? I believe so. I believe like all but one or two of us. It's not polite to return a gift. True. True. Kind of brutalist. Yeah, I'm not into my architecture that much, but I know brutalism is a form of architecture. It's you know, I just follow my nose with this stuff, and it led me to this. It's going to have another set of pillars in this space, and then that's going to be like the final wall here. And then below this level is where we will interface with these parts down here. So anyway, wanted to swing by and check up on this one and just see, is everything good here? Pretty sure everything's going to be good. Yeah, no potions inside the brewer. I'm guessing I didn't actually pick out 8 proper ones and somehow got a messed up one in there. That's fine. I did have like shulker boxes of sandstone somewhere around here. I'm just going to drop that off. Drop it off, clean it up another time. Still got lots of shulker boxes. Got stacks more of shells. Got to tidy up. Yeah, we got a reason to come back over here later on, by the way. So depending on how much we get done today, we'll potentially end up over there. We've also got to keep an eye on my wings. Oh, my wings are repaired. It's because I was breeding the rabbits. We've also got some music to enjoy today. The first Old Sorcery records, then the following EP, then the next record, and then the next EP, listening to them in that order. So I hope you all enjoy the music as well today. It's nice to be able to share stuff I enjoy. I really enjoyed listening to this artist. We've got a noise in the ear from Toku and Clank, gifting a sub to Dawn Faye. Thank you so much for the gifted sub, dude. Truly do appreciate it. Hope you're entertained today. We've got Drew Dude here for 3 months, and Official Jaden is gifting a sub to Cran vs. Kid. Thank you so much, Jaden. Appreciate it as always. I'm the only one to build... well, potentially that's a mini game. I mean, that's spoilers, isn't it, basically? You know, but what did you expect? Looks like a mini game's being built over here. This area is pretty much spoiler town, so I think we're kind of good to be here and do what we got to do. With so many people, you know, building in the same area together, it's kind of inevitable. So we're going to put 4 of these on this side. Okay, on the opposite side, we want the other 4. 1, 2. It's those 2, 3, 4. Cool. We'll head over there and drop those off. We got Rafi Warren here for 10 months. 2 months and I finally aged. Yes. And Stefan RBK for 18. Saying second Twitch baby. How are we today? My favourite derp. Great. Had a very busy, active day today. Hardly any time to do anything other than stuff. But I got things done. I mean, it's been productive. What can I say? You know what I like? I like my productivity. Actually, I want to leave them on the ground to begin with. So then we need 1, 2, 3, and 4. And these are just going to get offloaded into that space eventually. And then 1, 2, and then we've got the quirky box. Quirky turkey box. What is this mini game about, says Lance. If you watch my latest episode of Hermitcraft, all shall be explained. All shall be explained. Nahomi For Me is here, which is a bit, saying your sunglasses are in dark mode too. That's true. That's a good reason to wear sunglasses. Reduce the strain, right? I have to wear sunglasses outside most of the time. My eyes are particularly sensitive to sunlight. So, I am a all year round sunglasses person. We got Anna Bombanana here gifting a sub to Kimmy B HD. Thank you so much for the gifted subs, Anna. Appreciate it as always. Okay then. So we're going to build a stadium over here. And we're going to build a little access point for the potions. Okay, I'm going to leave those there for now. I kind of perhaps should have thought this through a bit more and brought some more materials with me, but that's just the way things go most of the time. I realised that players need to set their spawn. That was another thing. So we're going to need some wool. Some wood, yep. Probably going to need a crafting bench. But watch the chest monsters. Watch how they just evolve. Right, we ain't got blue wool, but that's fine. So, let's say it's 5. Let's go make 6 beds either side, right? It's going to be like 18 wool. And therefore 18... Oh, another part of the chest monster evolves. Put that one back this time. I hear the groaning and the moaning. Okay, 6 red beds. 3 of those. It's not enough. No, it's exact. Sweet. So on either side, we're going to have... what team is this? This is red, so we'll put the blue ones in there for now. And we need more blocks. Of this particular variety as well. Okay. So we're going to have like a station for the players to get poisoned in, just around here. So then either side of that, 1, 2, 3... Wait, 1, 2... So if that's a wall, we'll have beds like this. That'll be a wall there as well. And then the other 3 go on the other side. Hey, X idea for telling the team side is you could use dyed leather armor. No need really, because you're just going to be on your side of the court, right? So no need for anything like that. Also, I don't really need 6 beds, right? But I've done it. It has been done. Is there no B-debs on the server right now? Oh, didn't Keralis ask for night? I might get hairy out here. Okay, so then we need some redstone for the thing in the middle, which should be pretty straightforward. A dispenser. A pressure plate. An observer, and then some chests. I think, like, literally don't need much more than that. Yeah, that's all you need. So player walks in, splash, done. Maybe we'll put like a light block in here as well. So now we need the lighting. We got a noise in the ear from Epic Destroyer for 2 months. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We also got Epic Destroyer gifting a sub to Real Connection. Thank you for gifting the sub. Amazing. Appreciate you supporting our community, dude. At some point, I think you can overuse one block type, right? Gonna need to introduce something else here, but I just wanted to get the basics in to begin with. So, the door here, you open it. That was terrifying. Phantoms! I slept in a bed not too long ago. Oh, there we go. And you're down, and you're down. Okay, while those hideous creatures are screeching, I'm going to sip on my tea. Good tea, good tea. Hermit fan says, Mumbo will love this amount of smooth stone. Well, I sell plenty of it. I've got loads of it lying around in my base. I've made too much of it, if anything. And then we're going to have like a wall here as well. So we will come back and decorate this properly later on. That's kind of the beginning of what we're doing. Oh, looks like we might have to go get more of this sooner than later. So yeah, team area with beds, they can poison themselves. I don't think I need anything else more, so we're going to look at decorating very soon. The next thing to do is, obviously we've got to do the same thing on the other side, but I want to start on this over here, so bear with me. I don't like spoilers. It's not the end of the stream, okay? I'm going to have to say that over and over again, because someone just tuned in and they think it's the end of the stream. It's not the end of the stream! Calm down. Okay, this is not spoilers. This is not spoilers. This is what I sort of designed. So we need to go get more of that stuff. It's a bit excessive on it. Need some oak wood. So oak wood, a chacha, andesite, stone, spruce. Yeah, I'm not going to forget one of these on the server. I'm not going to forget a single one of them. Oh no, is this the end of the stream, says Prolabs? No! I specifically said it's not. Okay? Specifically said. End of stream, says Hoosiers. No! It's not the end of the stream. Oh, I give up. I give up. Let's chuck that in there. Hey, hoobity hibbity hoppiters can go in there. We got tools right here to put away. Yep, ice bucket. So you got to clear out that bit. Oh, that means my ice buckets are all the way over at the other place. Good thing we don't really need that right now. Huh. Well, I'll pick that up later, I hope I remember. Defense 041 is here for 58 months because it's not the end of the stream. Thank you, Defense. Appreciate it. People in chat, stop saying it's the end. Oh, I give up. It's the beginning. It's the beginning. And, ow! I need to smack my face into a wall before we leave. Right, we're going to take some shulker boxes for supplies. Why don't you use purple and green as the team colours? I don't know why I hadn't thought of that before. I do not know why. We'll grab some purple and green wool, a purple and green shulker box. Oh, goodness me. That's the way to go. Purple and green. How did I not see that before? How did I not see that before? Hey X, could you make the demise players respawn in the viewing area? Possibly. I mean, the beds are there just for them to set their spawn so they're in the area when they die, right? I mean, they could probably walk over to it. Right, now when it comes to our first building block, our job's already... Job's done! I love saying that. Our job is already done because we got that. Bam! Okay, first material down. Next thing. Green. Green wool and purple wool. We'll go over to the thing. Some green wool here though. Green wool and purple wool. Excuse me, I keep burping. What's wrong with me? We need some andesite. We need some andesite for this build. Okay. That was very derpy, says Rebecca. What was derpy? I've been nothing but a professional so far this stream. Right, I don't think we need more than 4. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Probably have to buy some, right? Buy some cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Sorry, is that annoying? I have no idea why I'm doing that. Isn't it 2 lots for a log? We'll get 4 lots of log. So we oak for the roof, andesite and stone, spruce. Can't be forgetting that spruce wood. Slabs, we need them. Logs, we got them. They're the wrong way around. Okay, so we got the wood sorted, and we got the stone sorted. There were some iron bars. We can conjure some iron from our shulker boxes, but I've also got these, so... Purple wool is just the other thing we need now, right? GBR Radio says if the game goes on for too long, we can add dispensers to throw damage potions. What I'll probably do is just up the amount that get thrown each round. What did we say? Purple? Purple Nurple. There we go. And we got Epic Destroyer here with Cheers and Bits saying, would you like to see auto crafting in normal Minecraft? I'm not sure if I would or I wouldn't, you know. I'd like to play with it. I'd like an excuse to play with auto crafting. So if it came to the game, I would probably enjoy it. Is too much automation a bad thing? You know, there is like a difficulty curve in this game, and for the average player, I think maybe some of the more difficult stuff you can do with a crafting bench would then be a little out of reach, so maybe it would be balanced. Balance is usually the word, and the thing with Minecraft is when it comes to balance is that for me it's usually about like what's in your mind's eye, and then the game is in a weird way a barrier to getting there sometimes when things are slow and sluggish. So I've loved the way the game's gotten smarter and easier to do stuff over time. I don't really want to grind things out like you did in the old school days, where the grind was kind of the thing. So personally, I'd probably be pretty good with it, I think. Hopefully that answers your question. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got all we need now. All we need. People in chat are saying you can buy from the barge. Why would I buy from the competition, okay? The barge is trying to sell all the things that I sell. I'm going to stay loyal to the Big Logs Incorporated, you know? You know? What is my favourite type of tea? Probably every day. Shirtless one says no, buy from the barge. Great argument. Unbelievable points. Very concise, to the point. I really like that bit where you said no. That's convinced me. Oh, I'm going to have to go buy from the barge now, just because you said so. Oh dear. Okay, well, we're buying from the barge in the future. Goodness me. You know, it's not often you get hit down by a rock-solid argument like that. Whew. One heck of a debater over here. Jeez. Okay, in go the materials. And let's swap those around now. Oh, I didn't do the shulker boxes. But wait a minute, I've got shulker boxes right here. Okay. You can't call it a derp. I've already got shulker boxes. I've already got the shulker boxes. If I see a single derp face. Oh, I feel really hungry. Hangry. How did I not think of that before? Like, green, purple, just, ugh. What a derp. Man, I am in fully in cutting mode. I remember what it was like last time I did this. It's just like constant hunger, but you put up with it. You know? Got to have the bigger picture in mind. Oh, I see. Oh, I see how it is. You want me to go up here? Anyway, I'm not going to talk food. My belly just rumbled and it made me think, oh, having a pizza after stream, so that's nice. But I do want to talk about something else. Oh yes, I do. So last night, okay, we're going to turn this into a bigger thing than just, oh, I made some music at my computer, right? Going to make it into a bigger thing. So, who here, hands up in chat, who here has those voices in your head that tell you, I can't be bothered, what's the point, you know, just sit on your ass and watch telly. Who's got that voice in their head, right? Okay, lots of people have got that voice in their head. I'm telling you now, that voice is your enemy, okay? When you hear that voice, you've got to kick its butt. I have to learn this lesson over and over again, and I really feel like these days I'm on top of it. But it surprises me how often I come up against that. So, I do all these things here on YouTube, right? Like I write about music, I make this type of video, I do live streams, and so often does it pop into my head this horrible voice of like, what's the point, can't be bothered, feeling lazy, right? I love most of the stuff that I do when I'm doing it. But for some reason, before I'm doing it, my brain has the ability to try and convince myself to be lazy. Don't know why. Don't know what it's trying to achieve, okay? Got no idea what it's trying to achieve. But over time, I've learned to not listen to it. So, the Asuma Music channel, for example, is a great little project. I love that it's there. It's really awesome. I'm glad it is what it is and it's happening. But before that, I had to kind of battle the whole, oh, wouldn't it be great if I did this? And then in comes that voice like, oh, no, here's a reason you shouldn't, right? Right? So, eventually I was like, no, I'm sick of giving into this, like, idea that I shouldn't try stuff. And so I went ahead with the little project. Now we've got a channel there and I love it. It's great. Every time I see a video go up on it, I'm like, awesome. I hope people enjoy that. And that's great. And, you know, I've been doing the music blog for years, but sometimes my brain's just like, oh, what's the point? Can't be bothered. Like, it's too much hassle. But then I go and write about the music and I just remind myself of how much I enjoy doing that. So, I mean, it's great that I gotten into a really good pattern with many things of knowing that I enjoy them and being able to do them. But that voice is still there. And I'm trying to develop something new. I'm trying to develop doing music again, which I did many years ago. And I've been steadily plugging away at doing little bits of music. Playing guitar has been really great to go back to again. Every time I play guitar, I really love it. That's a lot of fun. But I've been setting up my computer. It's been a while since I sat down and like made a song again, or you know, basically just doodled and come up with like a beat or something that's fun to do. It's been a while since I did that, and last night I had a little bit of time to have a go at it again. And boy, did I had this like weird, moody feeling beforehand of like, oh no, it's not good enough. What's the point? Wasting your time. You'll never be able to write good songs again. All those sorts of thoughts like roaming around in my head. Why do they come up? Why do they pop up? And I really feel like I kicked that voice in the bum again because, you know, I didn't give in to it. I didn't be like, oh, do something else then. It was like, no, I'm going to power through and do this. This is what I want to do. And I had an absolute blast. I wrote some really cool melodies. I came up with a cool little synth sound. I started putting together a new song and just had a really good time. And that's all I need to do when I do that, is just have a good time. And so that voice of self-doubt, it's always trying to get in your way. It's really annoying. And I just felt like, you know, I wanted to tell y'all that, hey, I had a good time making some music. But like, it's more than that. It's like, what is with this self-doubt all the time? Why is we got this internal voice trying to tell us not to do stuff? It's really irritating. And so I overcame it, and I got to taste the fruits of my labour, because where I've been setting up this cross-system setup, which, by the way, I'm going to experiment with VSTs if I get a little bit of time tonight. I've got a couple of free ones that I want to try, and I'm going to try and install them on the setup, so when I put them on one computer, they're going to appear on the other ones. Because currently, I can open up a project that I do on my DAW, and after I finish doing it, I jumped over to the main computer, which I'm using right now, fired up Fruity Loops, loaded up the project, and it worked. The synchronicity worked. Everything came over. I had all the samples, all the project files saved. It could load all the VSTs, because they were the default ones that were bundled in with Fruity Loops. So yeah, that worked, and that was like I said, the fruits of my labour, right? Like, I'd worked away at that for a little while, and having had a little break from actually composing, that self-doubt managed to get back in there again. But luckily it did not prevail. It did not prevail. So anyway, this led on to having a funny dream as well, because, you know, you dream about things that you're like currently doing, right? Or things that are going on in your reality. And I had this dream. It had some kind of like weird backstory, but it ended up with me being at some sort of like lay-by stop off for when you're traveling, you know, a place to get food and petrol. And I fired up my laptop, and in the dream it was very vivid. It was just like I was using Fruity Loops on my laptop, and I was going through and, you know, doing some tweaking of sounds and dragging samples around, doing all of that. And my laptop then, it started going funny. The program crashed, and then the laptop started going and shaking, and smoke was coming out of it. And I had to be like, oh my god, the laptop's going to explode, and like threw it away, and boom. So weird. So very weird. Okay, we're 5 blocks away there. That's my little story, basically. Okay? Okay, you got to fight the self-doubt, and then you have weird dreams after you've done it. Is essentially the TRDL of all of that, right? The TRDL. Laptop goes brrr, says Enderdan. I mean, it was literally shaking and smoking. And it was one of those moments in the dream where it wasn't all too abstract. The laptop was like literally my laptop. It weren't like, it was my laptop, but it was also a coat. You know, nothing like that. And the Fruity Loops program like looked just like Fruity Loops. It was so weird. It could be a fear of you not being able to make music. Yeah, there's probably something subliminal going on. I mean, I know that stuff's going on in dreams, and sometimes dreams kind of like, I have a dream and I'm like, I know exactly what that's about. But a lot of the time, I think they're a little bit more loosely associated. And so I think it's just, you know, general anxiety or fear of things going wrong, just kind of like overlapping with something in recent memory, just using Fruity Loops. But I'm so glad I'm back to it now. It was like, oh, it's so much fun. I love it. Just hearing the sounds, my mind just starts like opening up with possibilities. I can write melodies. I start hearing bits of songs and putting it together. I really, really missed that whole process. I'm I could be annoyed at myself that, you know, I lost sight of it all these years and didn't keep going, but really I should just be happy that I'm back into it, because it's what I want to do, and I'm lucky enough to be able to do it, right? Very lucky to be able to do it. My old computer literally blew up, says Laplace. That must have been scary. I had a computer once that actually had a problem with its power supply unit, and the way that I figured out that it had a problem with its power supply unit is because the room smelled. I was like, this room smells like burning. It's coming from where the computer is. And then I opened up the computer and I'm like, it's stronger. And then, oh, it's this power supply I got, right. Cody Pace says, X, I heard you talk about fitness often. Do you use bodyweight exercises or do you use weight or something else? Yeah, I use weights. But where I've been injured, I've started doing more bodyweight stuff, like lighter sort of exercises. Right. Let me just make a note. We have Shakira96 here for 5 months, saying, hey X, hope you're having a good day. I'm excited to see this game once it's done. Me too, me too. I really want to be able to test it. I'm hoping to grab a couple of hermits and maybe get like a test run down before we actually... I'm gonna burp. Excuse me, before we actually... Oh dear lord. Oh dear lord. Before we... Oh, can't finish my sentence now. Before we play the game for real, I want to test it, right? What are we going to do here then? I think we just want some chests. Well, you know, I've got logs. Let's put 7 there, because I've already got some wood in the inventory. Yaha. How are we doing for wall and carpets and stuff? Dyes, those can go back in there. Okay, so this can go like that, and then we start putting potions in. Do you like football, X, says Cricket Man? I do. I do enjoy some football. Anyway, about the whole self-doubt thing, like, is anyone... Like, I did just go on, like, a right old waffle. And I know chat were probably talking about it too, but let's talk about that a little bit. It's super important to realise that you do that to yourself. Super important. Once you learn to spot that voice, things change a little bit. Then you're like, it's that voice again. A lot of the lazy activities like eating chips and watching movies releases more dopamine than the grind, so your brain doesn't want to go to a level of less dopamine, says Minifogel. Yes, yes. However, to kind of add more to that, and I've said this so many times before, like, you know, laying on your ass and eating ice cream, that's the immediate reward. But it's the immediate reward that you know in the back of the mind has its drawback, has its consequences. You feel the consequences further down the line. You sit on, you know, you sit watching telly and eating ice cream every day. Eventually, you feel the consequences of that further down the road, right? And with the hard work and the exercise, it's the other way around. You don't get the dopamine rush straight away. You have to do it for a long time, and then further down the road, you get the reward. You get the feeling better, the feeling stronger, the being healthy. I think knowing that those two things work the other way around is super important. I love food, right? Can't get enough of the stuff. Obviously, you need to eat it every day to live, which is good. But it's so easy for me to just overeat. I always want to eat more. I have to be super in control of myself. And I've gotten to a point now where I just don't really even eat treats or chocolates or anything anymore. It's like I've drilled it so hard into my head that, like, this is sort of like a, in the moment, oh, it tastes nice, then you're not eating anymore, right? Oh, it tastes really nice, now I'm not eating. Oh. I mean, you can have food that's good for you that tastes great. There's no shortage of good, tasty food. But, like, those treats, those snacks, those sugary bits, it's all in the moment. And when I go to a shop, when there's a temptation, it's so much easier now because I've drilled it in so much. It's just like, just let it pass, don't have it. Because you know, it's basically most of that stuff's like not very nutritious, not that great. Yeah, you can eat one. Yeah, you can eat 2 or 3, but like, don't make a habit of it. Adds up in the long run. 123 asks, is tea good for you? Green tea is very good for you. Tea is generally a really great drink. There's lots of good things that have been written and said about it. It's also like pretty much no calories. If you add milk to tea, then you're putting some calories in, but like you can have teas throughout the day. Maybe don't go too ham with it because it's got caffeine in. Only a small amount, but yeah. But it's nice to have a treat once in a while, says Crystal Wolf. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I don't make it a habit. Like when I go shopping, it's very hard for me to pick up like a cake or something like that. As much as I like them and like to have one every once in a while, I try and save that. Instead of doing it when I go shopping, when you're in the routine, when you're in the mundane, I try and save it for those moments where maybe you're out with family, which is something, you know, can't go shopping and stuff anymore. Like, I've got so many great memories of just being out. Regular life, you know. At least I was doing it right. At least I can look back and be like, we had some great times or whatever. But obviously, given the current situation, it's not like you can go shopping, sit down, have a snack, and hang out. You know, those were the times when I would treat myself when we were out, and it just makes like a great day a little bit nicer, is what I always thought. Okay, just wanted to get this in my head. I don't want to make this a really big structure. So, I think, like, the scale of this right here, it's built on the wrong ends, but the scale feels just about right, so we're going to stick with it. We're going to 2, 1, 1, 1. Let's try and remember that. 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll give us like a good starting point. So it was 2, 1, 1, and then 5. So there's 2, there's 1, there's 1, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I have this voice when I program. Currently I'm developing a tool for my brother and my brain tells me that what I do sucks. If I listen to it, I stop early. I hate myself much in the evening, but when I power through it, I'm much more happy all day, no matter what I do for the rest of it. Most days I lose, sadly, but it gets better, says Raffi Warren. Hey man, if it's getting better, keep working on it. Clearly you're paying attention to that and figuring out, you know, that it's a thing. You know, I'd say keep that in mind, but also if you can, like, try and not let a failure be too much of a problem. Like, the failure to start is the real problem. If you get going, if you give it a shot and do your programming and it doesn't quite work out today, it's so much better than not doing it at all. So, you know, you can count a victory for trying, I think. Weird question, off topic, what is your favourite soft drink? My favourite drink is water and tea. I don't drink fizzy drinks. I love kombucha. I found I can buy kombucha at my local store. I didn't realise they sold it. Loving that stuff. Ginger and lemon. It's like a real kind of tangy drink. If I do have something fizzy, it'll be like a root beer or ginger beer. But not very often those either. Okay, we had a sub bomb from Pyroburnium for 10 months. Sorry, for 10 subs. A Seismic Ghost, RJD00, Daddy Roll, Shalator, Blueberry, Cinnamon Bun, Zero Fox, Dehokta, Unas, Anon Forks, DJ Dante 92. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. You've all been gifted a sub by Pyroburnium. Pyro, thank you for supporting the stream. Appreciate it. We also got Schnosberg21 subscribing, and Curdled Frog 98 is gifted a sub to Dezo. Thank you for that. We've also got Epic Destroyer back again, here with a donation, saying the true failure is to try. I hope you're missing a word. The true failure is not to try. Or did I say that? Did I miss the word? Are you quoting me? Thank you for the donation, dude. Appreciate it. Let's reiterate that then. I believe the true failure is not trying. Okay? That's where I believe the actual failure is. Epic Destroyer says I missed a word. There we go. There we go. You know. It is settled then. But yeah, like, it's the not trying that really hurts. That's the reality. Okay, so now we need some trapdoors and some spruce as slabs. Scar was talking about this yesterday, says RBBSS. Yeah, Scar talks about these sorts of things as well, right? They're good things to know, they really are. You know, now that you know them, you can share them with other people, but like, they're things that help a lot in life. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, says Shakira. That's another great quote. Another great quote right there. Okay. So we do it like that, we flip the top one off and we get rid of the bottom one eventually. You know? X, what are your thoughts on getting Pearlescent Moon to join Hermitcraft, says Mel Metal. I have to say this over and over again, but it is not productive, like, to have discussions about people joining Hermitcraft. It's not productive to, you know, ask people to join Hermitcraft. Like, if you look at our track record, okay, how many times can you count that we have openly, publicly talked about people joining, or, you know, openly expressed, send us suggestions or anything like that, right? It's not a thing we do. We keep it internal. And if something happens, if someone gets recruited, then that be that. So just imagine you had your own community, and you got a lot of people always telling you to add this YouTuber or that YouTuber. You're not the only person asking, remember. It's constant. It's all the time. People ask, people ask, people ask. And it doesn't really create a great atmosphere because it's no way to conduct something like that. And then, you know, right now, other people are just suggesting other people as if I'm not making my point enough. It's going over some people's head. You don't have to apologise. Perfectly fine to ask. I just, you know, every now and then, I just have to answer because it's something that gets asked every stream. It's the same as the face reveal. Every now and then, I'll address it because there'll be some people here that haven't heard me talk about this stuff before. Shyper the Boy says there's an Asuma Says video about this already. It's plugging time, okay? I got 4 channels on YouTube. One of them is called Asuma Says. On there, there's like 3 or 4 really popular videos about Hermitcraft, topics like this. You can head over there and check it out and hear my thoughts on this stuff if you want to do so. Zabu Zane is here for the nation, saying, hey Asuma, what are your plans this mouth with the holidays? Well, my plans for my mouth is to put food in it and to clean it with a toothbrush. Going to use some mouthwash as well. Oh, and don't forget that dental floss. Don't forget the floss, peeps. My plans for the month are to hustle down, minimize contact as much as possible, trying to have a safe Christmas with elderly relatives. And I'm just looking forward to that, really. So, you know, I plan on putting out 3 videos a week. If there isn't a snapshot, I'm hoping I can squeeze in an extra episode of Hermitcraft. So it's kind of like full throttle for December, with it being, you know, the season of advertising. So it's the season to kind of knuckle down as a YouTuber. January will be my break season again. Not sure entirely what I'm doing. I keep, you know, I always sort of go, oh, I'll do that in January. I need to start making a list of what I'm doing in January so I can focus, right? It's not good to have free time and be unfocused with it. I want to make the most of it. So I got that coming in January. But yeah, that's generally my plan, just to lock down, hustle hard, and then, you know, enjoy my time off, hopefully. Okay, I want to do a little bit of counting here, like 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's like a middle bit there. But that's like a 5. If I have a column there, we've got 5 to here. And then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a column there. It actually seems to line up perfectly. And I'm not sure if I want to make this thing bigger or not, but I think I'm just going to let it be. Just going to let it be. So let's make some markers, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Zabu Zane, thank you for the donation again. Hope I answered your question. Let's have a look at chat. What's chat want to talk about? The Fake Imposter says, I don't know what I'm doing for Christmas. I don't care. I just want to be with my family. Yeah, and if you do want to be with your family, you know, just think safety. Just think minimizing risk. Do what you can leading up to this time where there's, you know, there's going to be a lot of people, how would we say, exchanging space with one another, you know. It's what we do as humans in this season, and so taking precautions as much as you can beforehand, during, like, all of that helps. Right, let's have a look. Oh, well, the person who just put their message about having depression, it was a long one. If you could post that again, hopefully I can catch it. I have a bit of an issue with being able to keep up with chat sometimes, and I would like to answer your question. So feel free to post it again. Joff, I have big plans for episode 1000. Okay, I have depression and I just can't convince myself to do things like I know that if I would try, I could do things. I know I'm intelligent, but I don't know what to do about it. I also have Asperger's, so that's great too. Sometimes I wonder why I'm alive and I don't want to die. I don't want to live either. Guy, I wish that no one of you will ever have depression. Yeah, you know, there's essentially a plethora of things that I could say, right? Like a plethora of ways of thinking, suggestions, and the thing I always say is to try and look for help. You never know where you're going to find it. Maybe some of the things I say can be of help. Maybe things someone else can say can be of help. For example, for me, listening to podcasts, I found invaluable advice, and you know, they come from all sorts of different places and people. And the key thing is that you try, you make the effort to look, which can be difficult if you're struggling with something like depression. Getting started can be the difficult thing, but what you got to realize is there is no easy way out. There's no simple solution. The solution is hard work. The solution is working on yourself. It is doing your best to you know, get yourself out of that place, and it won't all happen in one go. It's a struggle, it's a journey. It takes time to grow and get past these things and figure out, you know, like why you feel like you feel and get past them. The key thing is to get going in that direction as much as you can. Just to push and to try and look for places where you can get help. You know, it could be self-help books, it could be listening to podcasts about mental health. You know, when I was growing up, mental health was kind of not a thing yet. I tell you what, like I say, you're lucky, air quotes. I mean, we're all lucky, first of all, but like, it's a great thing that mental health is now this out in the air term that we can talk about, because if you believe in it or not, I know there are some people that think it's a bunch of nonsense. I mean, we all understand physical health, right? I don't think anyone's going to be in denial of physical health. It can translate to what's going on in your mind as well. And so having this new language to talk about mental health is really important and helpful for a lot of people. It's helpful for me to have that. But yeah, another thing I'm going to throw out there if you're trying to deal with depression is exercise. And not everyone seems to be one of these people that responds to it. But I was, and I probably would have thought I wasn't, and I hear stories from other people where it helps as well. Like, it's not the solution, it's not the answer, but you get something out of exercising when you do it on a regular basis. You get this good feeling, this like reward back from your system. So it can be a great way to help you with that stuff by being able to give yourself something that feels good, you know. Epic Destroyer says, my mental health has taken a hit not being able to exercise, not being able to be with my family for the holidays. And then Ren Circle below says, I found exercise really helps my mentality during lockdown. Yeah, so we're all taking a hit. Like I've said here before, you know, every now and then I get these just like waves where all the lockdown stuff hits me. And I had one just a couple of days ago, like midweek, Wednesday, Thursday. I was, oh, did I feel it again? And then I got past it. Just every couple of weeks it comes around. But yeah, not being able to see family obviously doesn't help, and these are tough times. But you know, you gotta stay in the ring. You gotta fight the fight, I guess. Hey X, what does your daily schedule look like? Says Acapates. At the moment, it's, you know, wake up, meditate, then I do some yoga, drink some water, move about a bit, maybe go for a short walk, then I'll do a workout or a run. After that, I'll eat, and then crack on with whatever I need to do for the day, which is usually making videos, or I've got a bunch of little jobs to take care of. I'll be doing that stuff, and then, yeah, might have a stream in the evening. And then at the end of the day, usually I get about an hour to play guitar and make music. One of those things. You know, X, would you ever considering doing some sort of Hermitcraft spin-off like Hermitcraft Hardcore? We've done that plenty of times in the past as it goes. Hardcore Hermits was the last one we did, UHCs. We're working on an event at the moment, which you would have seen the first incarnation of recently. That's not going to be a Hermitcraft thing anymore, but it'll be something that Hermits will be involved in. GB Packers says I was 495 lbs in 2005, now you're 220 because of my depression was bad. I started walking and doing stuff to keep myself busy. Good on you, man. That's really great. Well done. That's taking control of your life right there. And getting something done. I always like to hear a story like that. Hermit Rivals was a lot of fun, says Silvert. Yeah, it was, and we got more planned in the future. Some stuff will be even better than what we've done so far. Well, you know, what was funny is the main thing, you know, I wanted to make sure the technical stuff was smooth and that we had a good event and that the technology works. And the main thing was people like, you Hermits were not prepared. And it was kind of like, yeah, we weren't prepared. Okay, so 3 slabs on top, and we come over by 1, 2... In fact, let's just count the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that should help me build this. The thing I'm going to struggle with is scaffolding and building over the top of the floaty water here. The floaty water? It's floating over the water. Something like that. Sinwick says, my therapist encourages me to exercise. You used to do it a lot, but you're not motivated right now. You know what I say? It's not about motivation. Okay? If you go around giving into that thing that you think's there called motivation, it's gonna bring you down. It's gonna get in your way. I don't do exercise because of motivation. I don't do a lot of stuff I do not do based on motivation. I don't do streaming on motivation. I don't make videos on motivation. Like, it's not part of the bigger picture. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and it goes. It's great, you know, when you have it, but it's like yesterday. You remember I was talking about that voice of self-doubt? It was there yesterday, right? Telling me not to bother with making music today. That's the motivation voice, right? Sometimes that voice is like, yeah, let's make music today, and it's great. But when that voice ain't there, you know, they're sort of one and the same sometimes. And so that's why I say forget motivation. Like, have a plan, have a reason for why you're choosing to do what you do, and then make the choice and see it through. And that's the way you get to where you want to go. That's the way you get things done. You know, I absolutely adore streaming. It is fun. I love it every time I do it. In the past, I used to have quite a lot of, you know, oh, maybe not today. And I'd always go and do it. And, you know, the more you stick to that over time, eventually it gets to a point where it's like, yeah, I don't even need to think about it anymore. I just do it and I enjoy it and love it. But if I thought about it, you know, some days I'll probably go, oh, I don't feel like streaming today. Nonsense. Once I start, I get into it and I love it. We got Ari Alexium here for 4 months saying, yo, hey, how's the stream? It's going good, man. Thanks for asking. Thank you for the subscription. Rebecca11 has gifted a sub to XYNQ4. Thank you for gifting the sub. We got Closian for 10 months. Glad you're enjoying what we do here. M. Burr is here with the Prime. Bluesy07 has subscribed as well. Appreciate it, appreciate it. We got JVI Boy here with the cheers and the bits. Saying, I am from Singapore. Love your content and mental health advice because I am going through it too. Yeah, I hope it's of help. I really do hope it's of help. Thank you for the cheers and bits. And, you know, we're all going through a thing at the moment with this pandemic, and, you know, being able to talk to one another about it and having the technology here to communicate is a blessing, really. Scar, can you get some Moo Pop? It tastes great. I'm not Scar. RPE Gaming says, when I'm feeling sad or being bad because of something, I go out to ride my bike. My bike is one of the things that makes me happy because I'm focusing at the road and the nature keeps me alive. That's how I got started, really, with my health journey. It was getting on the bike every day. I kind of like made this promise to myself, I guess you could say. I didn't really know what I was doing at the time. I wasn't Mr. Motivation back then, or sorry, you know, no motivation or discipline or whatever. It was just like, every day I'm going to just ride this bike. And I used to listen to Devin Townsend's record Key when I was on the bike. And, you know, I would just get it done every day. And I would go out into the countryside, and I loved it. And, you know, it's a combination of the exercise rewards you, being near nature is rewarding. It's a really great activity. Okay, spam Moo Pop in chat, says Eldon22. Please do not request to spam chat. That is just, you know, what would I think of you? I don't want my chat spammed. I like cycling, nature friendly, and it's more enjoyable if you're with your friends. Yeah, I can never convince my friends to come along and cycle with me, but I used to go with my dad a lot. That was always fun. We went on cycling trips here and there. That was awesome. I'm fine with doing stuff by myself though. Like, it's fun to do things with other people, but I get just as much a kick out of, you know, just doing it myself anyway. Okay, this is potentially a bit tricky. Can I get on that? Can I? Ah, because the scaffolding's there, I can't use the trick where you... Oh, wait a minute. Do that. Up here. Do I place it there? Ha. Solved it. Do you watch football? Your stadium looks like a football stadium. Yeah, I watch football. RBS says, job's done. People like that. I was umming and ahhing about keeping that in the episode. Some people liked it and I think didn't get the reference either. But some people definitely got the reference, which is cool. Haha, my dad never tried cycling because he can't ride. I convinced him to buy... Oh, that one went off the screen. Damn, chat, you're fast today. You're fast today. I play an instrument, but sometimes I don't feel like practicing. Do you have any advice? Says Not Mumbo Jumbo. Just like I said a moment ago, like, forget feeling. Like, the feeling is in the moment. It's the thing that comes and goes. Focus on the big picture. Like, if you focus on the big picture, you know you're going to have those moments where you absolutely love playing your instrument and you just got to, like, hammer it out and get into it each day and it will come. Okay, so I think that we have to put the slabs at the level in between next, right? So it's like one above, one below. So we'll go and do all of that. Archangel 2106 is here with a donation saying thank you for being so supportive of your community. No problem at all. I hope like what we've been chatting about today helps people, because we need to talk to one another about it. And you know, like me doing this is sort of like what was out there for me. You know, I've found and listened to people and talk about this stuff, and you know, it's immensely helpful. So if I can pass that on in any way, that's awesome. And thank you so much for the donation. I do appreciate it. Feelings are the reaction after the action, says Twee on Twitch. Yeah, but they also happen before the action as well, right? Like you have a pre-something feeling. Maybe sometimes it's anxiety, I don't know. But like sometimes I'm roaring to play guitar and other times it's like, you know, but this is my free time. So I have a plan. I'll either pick guitar or, you know, compose some music at the computer. And once I get going, I enjoy it. It's just always that bit before. It's always that voice in your head sort of dragging you down a bit. Alright. Connor convinced his dad to try cycling. That's awesome. Hope you enjoy cycling together. Sumo, I do not know what I'm going to do. Follow my dream of doing music, which might not pay the bills or get a real job. Should I let money pursue what I decide? Here's what I think. I think in life, you don't want to end up a slave to the 9 to 5. Okay, you don't want to end up a slave to a job you don't like. You have to try and do something else. But you also got to realize that trying is not a guarantee that you will get where you want to go. And at the same time, you got to love what you're trying to do. Because then failure, in some definition of it, doesn't matter. Like, because doing it is fun, because you're passionate about it, because you love it. So if you love music, absolutely you should be doing it. Can you turn it into a job? You know, that would be wonderful if you could. But the real misstep is not trying to do the music, right? So if you try and you end up, you know, in a 9 to 5, then the fact that you tried is the great thing. Like, you'd enjoyed doing the music and having fun with it, but if you'd never tried, that's the thing that, like, you know, you don't want to end up looking back at with regret or something, right? And, you know, for me, that's what I chose to do. I got to this point in my life where I was like, I don't know what to do with myself. Like, I don't want to just, like, work a pointless job forever, and I need something. And I thought, well, I've always loved making music. I've always enjoyed this and did it, you know, for fun and had a blast. But I never took it that seriously, even though I really loved it. And I decided just to try and take it seriously. This is like, oddly looking back on these moments, this is the beginning of me like developing a work ethic and the idea of being disciplined and working towards something big. But I would have never worded it like that at the time. I just sort of ambled into it. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. I started learning how to set up a record label, started taking my playing and my composing seriously and made like a regular habit of doing it, and started working towards creating my first record, which you can hear. This is a perfect time for a plug. Perfect time for a plug. If you want to hear the first record I ever made, you should head over to my music channel. And the first video on that channel is me talking about that record. In the description box you can find links to download and stream it. You can listen to it on Bandcamp, you can download a zip with the MP3s, right? So there you go, Asuma Music on YouTube. Go check it out if you haven't done so already. Drop me a subscribe while you're there. So, you know, I just started doing this. I started making music and I loved it, and I was working towards making a success of it. But, you know, I wasn't trying to gear it to make money. I was just doing it and hoping it would be successful, because I wanted to make the music that I wanted to do and loved. And I ended up doing that, but because I learned a little bit about hard work and working towards something, when I stumbled onto doing some YouTube videos, right, I kind of had the skills in place to then take that seriously, and look where that led. So there's something to be said about working hard for things and actually putting yourself out there and doing something, because if you're not out there in the world doing something, no opportunity is going to land in your lap. No one's going to come along and give you something for free. But if you're, you know, like I were, out there exercising your creativity and your abilities, something different might happen that just happens to work. You don't know what it's going to be. But that's why I believe, you know, you shouldn't... I can't speak of what risks you should take. Should you quit your job to do music? I don't know. I'm not you. That's for you to figure out. But should you, you know, be pursuing these things? Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, if you work a job, you still have some spare time. And if you don't think you got a lot, you got to find a way to you know, to get some more out of yourself. But I believe everyone should be like, maybe not everyone, but most people, you know, should be pursuing their creativity and their passions between doing that. Would you ever play your music on stream, says Burnham Man. I've experimented with that before and it didn't really work for me. I'd never been that interested in performing for other people. I enjoyed making the videos. They ended up being a bit of a grind here and there. The videos of me playing guitar, that is. Might do one of those again. But something I struggle with is that I have what's called dyspraxia, which is basically like fine motor skill problems. So for me, using a screwdriver is difficult and painful. Writing is awful. Fortunately, a keyboard and mouse seems to be okay for me. Playing guitar is really painful. Especially now that I'm getting back into it. Oh, I get shooting pains up my arms, my fingers ache. It's something, but like, because of that, my performances are like not that great. If I think about how long I had to play guitar routinely to be able to play for those videos, it was like a good solid year of like real drilled practice to get to a point where I could play the songs competently enough to put them on YouTube. So I also don't particularly care much for that aspect of creating, like the perfect performance. I'm more about creating songs and getting to an end point with those songs where they can then be played by other people. You know, like an MP3 played. Or people, if people want to cover it, you know, that's cool. But yeah, that's kind of how it works for me. Daniel Radcliffe has dyspraxia, I think. I'm sure, you know, lots of people have it, yeah. I'm sure there'll be some well-known people out there that have it too. I'm an artistic type of person and I want to make an animated series, but my parents are really against this kind of stuff. For them, it's either about becoming a teacher, doctor, or lawyer. They do not care about my dreams, just about honour and whatever it's called, says Frozen Father. Yeah, I mean, that's a tough situation, right? My parents were pretty easy on me. If I wanted to do this, if I wanted to do that, you know, you do you kind of thing. You know, it's hard to give advice to people when you don't know the fullest extent of their situation. You know, what I would say is, like, can you potentially do both? Because on one level, you do want to, you know, set yourself up some foundations to have a job and be employed and have a career. You know, but you should also be able to try and pursue your dreams somewhat as well, right? It's a tricky one to get right. I feel like these appear a little too often, so we're going to modify that. Needs chains. I had not thought of putting chains in anywhere. We got a noise in the ear. Songbird T here for 36 months. Thank you so much. 3 years. Incredible. Marcus1647 here with the Prime. Wiki Aliva here for 7 months. I'm doing good, buddy. Glad to have you back. We got Mark2603 here with the Prime. Thank you ever so much for tuning in today. Appreciate it. Know the feeling. Had to learn a trade that is a pain. When all I wanted to do was travel and learn the past of the world, says Abzuzane. Yeah, you got to try and do both essentially, right? And then you might be one of those people who gets lucky and gets to do the thing. Get to do the thing you really want to do. Because if the problem is, you know, the problem is reality, right? If you pursue the dream, for most people, you don't get lucky. And you then might fall on harder times that perhaps you could have avoided. And to the person who said, like, you know, their parents want them to... I think I might do that, actually. Their parents want them to become a doctor or a lawyer. I mean, they're looking at it through the scope of reality, right? It's great to get people enthusiastic and want to pursue their dreams, but we gotta... This is why I say you gotta love doing it. You gotta love the process of doing it, because if you have this idea of like, oh, I want to be a rock star and party and travel the world, and, you know, practicing guitar's a bit of a bore, you're doing the wrong thing. You're doing the wrong thing. You gotta love the craft. You gotta love the grind of it, because anyone who's like a musician or does one of these creative jobs, you have to work so hard for it. You have to work so hard for it, but it's not the same type of hard as working a 9 to 5 that you don't want to. So you gotta factor reality, and it's unfortunate, but that's the way that it is. And you know, the scales have tipped over time. There are more people doing creative type jobs today than there were, you know, many years ago. Let's say I can't give you exact numbers, but clearly there is a bigger industry around creativity these days more than ever. So, you know, the odds are changing, but you can't rely on it, whereas you can supposedly rely on the educational system to give you a decent job. There are some questions in the air about that, I guess. As someone in chat said, yeah, there's problems with people participating in the system where it's, you know, go to college, get a degree, get a good paying job, and then they struggle to get that good paying job. That's, you know, that's the problem that I'm referring to, essentially. Mad Hartigan is here with the Prime, and D Wonderful 101. Thank you ever so much for your subscription. Appreciate it. So before we put blocks into the water, that kind of gives you an idea of how the structure looks from the back. I don't want to load this thing with like so much detail that it looks like we're trying to make a work of art or something, you know? That's not what I'm trying to do here. I think what I'm going to do is bring that across and then put iron bars in those gaps. Which I probably have on me, but only 4, apparently. Only 4. This is the best live stream I've ever watched. No understatement, says the fake imposter. Well, thank you for the lovely message, dude. Really appreciate that. Also, 2,400 peeps. Do you agree it's the best stream ever? That's not the zoom button. There's the zoom button. Feel free to hit that follow button here on the twitch.tv/theasuma. What a cheeky plug. What a cheeky plug. Daunty Osei, thank you for your subscription, dude. Appreciate it. There's a lot of people saying yes in chat, so I guess we're all enjoying the mental health life talk, right? Where can we take it? Where can we take it? Official Jaden says I've needed this stream. I've needed it too. I like talking about this stuff. As I said, it helps me. Like, I've had a journey of mental health, of figuring things out, and there are other people out there talking, and it's talking about it that really helps, and sharing advice and ideas. You know, not everything they say is going to ring true to everyone, and that's why having variety and choices is really good, because if you go searching for this stuff, people talking about mental health, you'll find voices that resonate with you know, and then it's good to have those voices and check in with them. That's how it works for me, you know. I've got different people that I check in with and listen to their mental health talks. For example, Russell Brand is one of them. Who's this other guy that I found recently? He's like focuses on the gaming community, and he's an actual psychiatrist, I believe, or a doctor, as he calls himself. And this guy just kind of focuses on the people in the gaming community and giving them mental health advice. And, you know, when I tune into these things, a lot of the time, I kind of already know the story about what they're talking about. But get those good ideas in your head over and over again. That's the key thing. Keep getting them in there so you don't forget the lessons. Healthy Gamer GG, says Mark. That sounds like it, yeah. That sounds like the one. Dr. K, yeah, there we go. Chat knows. Anna Bomb Banana gifting a sub to Banana Pants Pro. Thank you ever so much, Anna, as always, for gifting those subs. Appreciate it. Amethyst says, loving the background music, very relaxing. Yeah, let's talk about that again. So we're listening to Old Sorcery today. Really wonderful dungeon synth music. It's got a bit of a trippy old school electronica vibe to it as well, which is kind of nice. It's like something not really heard too often in this dungeon synth scene. Okay, down we go. And that's it. Bam! Kind of looks to me like we should add a little something under the water here as well. So I'm going to do that. And then that'll just give it a bit more structure, really. And then that's the one at the end. No lights in here. Maybe some lanterns just under the ceiling here, I think makes sense. Taubar, welcome back. Add a few corals maybe, says Buster Atlas. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking to do. I don't want to do the whole, like, make it super pretty. It's more like, let's get just something functional that kind of says stadium over here. I mean, maybe I could take a bit more pride in it, but I'm kind of doing some mega projects at the moment, right? Look, it's the Rendiggity Dog. And he's got some cobblestone right there. And now he's gone. Right, why did I come over here? Lanterns, right? Uh-huh. We got them. Also, I'm going to throw away some of this accumulating junk. It's a bit more than that, isn't there? Kakima says, my parents are not allowing me to play Minecraft. I'm sick of it. I want to play the best game ever. That's unfortunate, dude. Okay, right. Well, that's kind of exactly where I want it. So, no discussion needed. I was thinking we might have to figure this one out, but it turns out we can place it right where I want it. So, yeah, that feels good. Also, it's like, that's down by one, so I can place it there. I couldn't put it on the underside of that. I'm not sure I'd want to do that, though. Kind of thinking about floodlights a little bit, but I don't think that's going to fit in here very well. Here's a question. Should we close off the side of this structure a little bit? I feel like what would make sense and might end up looking awful is to give it a bit more shape like so, and then put iron bars down it. I think I'm going to go like that. And in theory you can jump up here, right? But that's just going to put a barrier on the edge. Yeah, I like that. That kind of seems reasonable. Need more of these blocks. Bam. The Wonderful 101 here gifting a sub to Eve Shun. Thank you ever so much for gifting the sub, dude. Appreciate it. I'm going to drink some water right now. Water is what I'm going to drink. X, add a few bananas. Bananas? Say what? X, what are you building? It's a stadium, PP Poop Man. Jeez, what a name. Do you ever get bored of doing the same thing every day, says Clayton Smith? Not in the past, but over the last 6 or 7 months, yeah, it's been a bit of a grind. I mean, in the past, it was every week every week probably included a trip to London to see a show and some time with the family going to interesting places, and that's gone. And so now it has become a bit of a grind, and it hits me every couple of weeks, but got to keep on persevering, man. Got to get through the winter, and then they're going to take more advantage of the summer. The weather's going to be better, it's going to be hotter, can go outdoors more. The way it worked this summer after lockdown was kind of like, I think the weather helped us through it a fair bit, and you can be in proximity with one another a little bit more. I mean, I'm not giving out scientific advice here, right? But it's the fact that the warmer can take you outside, and being outside is, a lot safer. Okay, so I could play a game of extending the stadium and making it more interesting and making this more of an arena, but that's sort of not what I've set out to do. What I've set out to do here is just get something competent in place. And so what we're going to do now is just build up what I've got going on over here. I don't really want to use this extra over and over again, so I'm hoping there'll be something... Oh, let's go read the sign. Is there another one? Wait, that's Grian. What is he doing? He's just frantically digging. Oh, there's Ren. Ren digging a dog. Mega Cannon. Game of Float and Fire. That sounds amazing. Float and Fire. Not gonna lie, sounds amazing. Okay, I want to introduce another block. I don't want to use andesite because I'm going to need so much of it in another project. Maybe some stone bricks and cracked stone bricks. I've got to admit though, I feel like this texture is so old that it feels very overused and not interesting. But do we have anything else to hand? I could use some concrete maybe. Not a lot of texture in concrete. I think it's just going to fit this is the unfortunate fate. Well, I'll tell you what I could do though. I could make them into walls. A little bit of an idea brewing here. Oh, the bouncy bed! Stop bouncing me! Poor old X. Getting bounced around over here. Isn't the best way to do this with the old thingy-mabob? Oh yes, X, the thingy-mabob. I know exactly what you're talking about, dude. Thanks for being so articulate. Okay, I'm going to chuck this down over here. Yeah, then you get 32 of them, right? Actually, no, the other one's 6 for 6, I'm pretty sure. Doesn't matter. We got Felsis1 here subscribing, and Gilangle here with the cheers and bits. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Yeah, that adds a little depth now, doesn't it? So, kind of really like that. So what if we go here? And then put that in like a so. Maybe over here just do that. That feels mildly better than what we were doing before. Not a work of art, again, just trying to throw together a mini game here. I mean, this is something you can do in this game, is you can put so much time and passion and effort into everything, and it's so good to do that, but like, it's hard to do it every project, and you know, you wanna get through the projects and have fun exploring different ideas. Yeah, I wish it could be a little easier sometimes to just access what's in your brain. Like I was saying before, like creative mode is kind of quicker access to what's in your mind, right? Whereas survival tends to slow you down all sorts of places. Obviously, part of why it slows you down is part of the charm. But you know, I'm waiting for that Neuralink in the future, right? I don't want to click a mouse and press buttons on a keyboard, right? I just want to tell my brain where the blocks go. You know? That's what I want to do. Sumer, is there a way I could show you my build? Yeah, just tweet it at me, dude. I check my Twitter, I see things people send me, right? So that's looking pretty good. Not going to worry about having a back for this area too much. We are going to end up linking stuff together with paths. I just remembered that we agreed on doing something like that. So if I make a 5 wide entrance here, so we leave this... Actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. And then I'm going to do this. Okay, you're going to see everything now. Okay, there'll be no secrets, my friends. No secrets over here. We'll do that, and then it's slightly... So we'll walk through this bit. That's the entrance on one side. Add a few banners above the bed to represent each team. That's a good idea. The banners is a nice, easy way to theme stuff. We can do things quickly with that as well. Yeah, totally great idea. So now we're short of some blocks that are in another place. Your blocks are in another castle. Also, I might actually run out. No, I won't. We've got stone. Let's go ahead and make stone bricks. And I want... So if that much did that side, I think we're not going to need more than another stack. We did the iron bars over there, so that's good. We brought a lot of wood along for this operation and didn't use a lot of it. Right, let's go build, build, build. So this little gap's going to have some as well. So if you want to spectate the game, you do really need to come into the arena. We got a noise in the ear from Grengjo. 2 months. Upgrading to a paid sub. Always love your content. Thank you, dude. Appreciate the support. Hey, I heard the base is easy to raid, says Lorcans. Which base? My base? Oh, this song is gorgeous. Man, I love dungeon synth music like this. It's just like Orang and Lord Leviticus. Like, these songs can just sort of play so wonderfully in the background that it's almost like you're not listening, but they're like casting a spell. And then when you give them your attention, when they catch your ear in little moments like this, they're just gorgeous. I love it. Such a weird and wonderful song. There we go. So, is that... Is it me, or is the corner different there? Am I just not able to... Ow! I have to get right up close to see it. It is the same, okay. Alrighty then. So... Oh, we haven't done this bit here. This music also reminds me of the Celeste soundtrack, the composer of the latest Minecraft update. Yeah, soundtracks are often very open. Like, they've got a similar quality to music like this. One thing I'll say about soundtracks is, like, if you think you don't like classical music or stuff like that, pay attention to soundtracks that, like, cue your emotions when you're watching a movie. So often they're like piano music and classical music. And, like, you totally get it when you're watching a TV show and, like, the music is kind of, like, narrating the emotions of the characters on screen. Makes total sense, but you might not be thinking, I'm listening to classical music right now, right? Soundtrack music is the same. It can be easy to just sort of look at a soundtrack like, oh, it's just a soundtrack or whatever. Apparently I pronounced Celeste wrong. Okay. That's quite likely. I didn't even know I liked metal until I played Doom, says Grendro. That is a very metal game, isn't it? Yeah, so as I was saying, like... Oh, are those all the lanterns I got left? Let's fix that. I was watching... I've been watching The Queen's Gambit. Really loving it. Really good story. I mean, it's one of those stories, though, sometimes where you could almost, like, replace the chess with something else. It's just a really well-acted character arc type show. And that's exactly what I love. Love that kind of thing. Just realised something. Oh, no. Checking something there. Yeah, so like when you listen to classical music, depends on what type it is, of course, but like those emotions that something like that stirs up, you can get that like on tap. You don't have to watch a show to feel those. It's in the music. It really is. It's in the music. And that's why I sing its praises. Okay, some of this stuff can go in there now, because we're wrapping up this project. Which I'm excited for, because we're going to go do some cool stuff elsewhere. Whenever I'm here, I hear like bones rattling, or I think something's walking towards me. It's just underground. There we go. Okay, so lights go back in here. Nope, in that one. Let's go... Actually, I feel like that's not enough. That's not enough. Not enough of those. 2 more blocks. We got a noise in the ear donation here from Blep. Thank you, Blep. Appreciate it. Blep says... Bam. I wanted to say thank you. I've spent days on a task for work due to overthinking, and a lot of the little things you said during the stream have really changed my attitude. I feel more relaxed. Thank you. Glad to hear, dude. Overthinking is a thing, isn't it? Thank you so much for the donation. Glad I've been of help. Just as the ability to analyse anything you're doing, to think things through, can be helpful. You just notice little things, like, yeah, like maybe you're overthinking something or whatever. It's always self-analysis, always that keeping that eye on yourself. It's valuable. Okay, let's, don't have much of a plan here. I can't do that, can I? Right, I'm gonna put that there, and then the next one here, I think. Then we'll do the same down the other end. And that's like the finishing touch for this today, I think. Do you ever just hear someone mention something you know about and are like, smile? Don't know quite what you mean about that. Like, in life, I guess you're going to hear people talk about stuff that you might be knowledgeable about. But, you know, there's a time and a place to say it, right? Can't just go barging in on someone else's conversation. Sweet. I say that's it. We've got to put those in there. We've got to move some shulker boxes around now. It's the shulker box management portion of the stream. Accupate says, how many tips for my transphobic, homophobic and racist friends? I would say lead by example. Right, I'm not one of these combative people that when you see people who behave differently to yourself or treat people differently than yourself, do I get combative or, you know, kind of like righteous and say, no, this is what's wrong or right. Everyone's got a story, everyone's got a reason behind how they end up thinking and feeling what they think and feel. I try to be less judgmental, and, you know, my thing is to try and stimulate conversation and listening to other people, and then hope that they will listen to you as well and learn from one another. So, I don't know, my advice would be to, like, try not to fall into the traps of shouting matches. Not everything is a battlefield, and you're going to have probably a better time getting through to people who are bigoted in some ways if you're going to, you know, take the time to actually listen to them and, you know, to be able to conversate instead of just, you know, singing your own virtues, if you like. Right, that's going to go in there. And that's going to go in there. Right, it is well and truly shulker box management time. There's a mess. Where do I start? I think we're going to pack the coloured ones away first. Is Mumbo the youngest hermit, says Dark Blue. He was. I don't know if Green's younger or not, actually. But he was for a long time. Okay, I think I put dyes on the top. Yeah, that's the way around to do this. Okay, then we got one more, which is that one. Sweet. Okay, all nicely tidied away. And now we've got a sus which of these. So I'll probably leave the ones with the potions behind, right? And then take these other ones. I'm going to have so much shulker box sorting to do later. It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be ridiculous. Guess I'll take that with me. Yep. Yep. Excuse me. Add fence pillars to the end of the roof to support it. Kind of looks like it's floating. I like it like that. I think it works. I think it's okay. Do you know what's the problem with what I've done? It's not going to be that much of a problem. You kind of want a big... Like, I always say this with shulker boxes. You carry materials around, but then you end up with a load in your inventory that makes moving them around a little more difficult, right? These items. But I think we're going to be okay. It's like 2 clicks. 2 goes for each chest. Green is older than Mumbo. There you go. So yeah, Mumbo's the youngest hermit, I guess. You know, when he joined Hermitcraft, I think he was only like 16. That sounds really right. I think that's right. Okay, did we do this one already? Yeah, we did. So, I'll take those 2 boxes. Rendog is only 7. Oh, I think you might have your numbers wrong there. You know, I love this, by the way. What an amazing contraption. Beautiful. Sophie Pap, thank you for the lovely message. We do have a wonderful community here. We also got a new moderator in our community, although I don't know if they're with us today. We got NaiWiFan03 here for 3 months. He's 25 now, so that could mean he joined 9 years ago. Yeah, that would make it 16, wouldn't it? So not quite 16, probably 17 or 18, because we were... Hermitcraft... Wait, when's Hermitcraft? I think Hermitcraft's 9-year anniversary is in April. No, I'm really not sure. I think it's his 8th year is in... But then we did 7 in Season 7. So was the 7-year anniversary... Oh my goodness me. No, April... Oh, I can't do the numbers now. Because I'm pretty sure we had 7 in the first year of Season 7. Couldn't have been the second, because this season started in, like, March. Let me go look it up. I think I've got this file on my computer that will give me the answer. Hopefully it won't take me long to find, but I think I know exactly where it is. So, oh, okay, what's that then? I'm going to have a flick through quickly. Right, that's Season 4. Okay, so it's not that one. Okay, I think I've got it. Season 6 anniversary weekend. Is that the beginning of Season 6 or the 6-year thing? No, wait, Season 7. I'm so confused. What season are we on? 7-year anniversary weekend, April the 20th, but that happened in Season 6. Okay, this file was created in 2019. Were we still playing Season 7 in April then? No, Season 7. I'm so confused. I just don't know what's going on. This is definitely... Okay. 2000... Oh my god, I'm an idiot. It's 2020. Okay, so last year's April was 7 years. This year's was 8, next year is 9. So, next year will be the 9-year anniversary of Hermitcraft. Mumbo didn't join for at least a year, because that first season. So, deduct 8 from 25. Mumbo must have been 17 when he joined. Okay. Okay, we've established how old Mumbo is, or was. Well done, that took a long time. I want to thank all the mathematicians and all the researchers, you know, who got together and put their brains together to figure this one out. So, okay, April is going to be 9 years of Hermitcraft. I mean, 10's going to be a blowout, right? We have to do something super special for 10. So, April next year will probably be something mega. But, you know, we're due an anniversary event in April, I believe. McMe343 is here with the Prime. MB Delivian has subscribed with the Prime. Call Me Matthew has as well. Lots of Primes coming through. Thank you for using the Primes on me, peeps. It is appreciated. Let's throw Oh, listen to this voice, by the way. This reciting of a poem is just crazy evil. Dang, some spooky moods going on. Okay, I'm gonna take that with me where I'm going. I'm gonna leave these to be sorted later. That's coming with me though. So we got that. I need a box of stone, probably a box of cobble in the long run. Okay, so we've got cobblestone and andesite. All of those are good. Not sure if I need anything else really. Let's just get going over here. Demar, the Shulkerbox preview thing is a mod. It is a modification to the game, a sneaky, cheaty mod. What's your favourite build style, says Flame Asilistic. I don't know, I'm not one of those sort of people that has like a favourite build style. I just tend to approach new projects and new things that I'm doing with a new angle. Like I want to find a new way to do something, to challenge myself. So, you know, what would you call this build style right here? Aquatic Brutalist? I don't know, but it's a challenge is the key thing to know. Weird Music says, Sayu Ash Medehavi. Weird and wonderful. It's spectacular and beautiful, this music. And if you head over to my music blog, you can check out a review of it there. You know what I say. Do the Google, type Asuma Music blog, you'll find it. Or you can go to my Asuma Music channel and listen to me talk about the record, because there's a video about, not this record, the one before it on there. Hey X, I was just wondering, where are you from? I can't wrap my head around where the accent is from. It's from England. I'm from the U of the K. Alright, the great GB. You know, the place where the Queen lives, basically. I realised something about securing this perimeter is that I've kind of got like a sketchy area where mobs can spawn up above and then fall down. So we need to like do a lot of spawn proofing, which is kind of like what I'm going to do right now to some extent. You know, get this area safer. And then at some point there'll be some transformation of the desert outside. That's all part of the plan as well. X, which one do you think is the best skin you ever used, says Vita. Probably this one. I got to admit, like, I don't think anything's quite as good as the B. But next season I can't wait to show you what I got, you know. I say next season, it could be this season. I mean, I'm gonna guess cave update. That's like a big transformation for the world, right? But you never know. We like to play in worlds for a long time, is another thing to consider. The Great GB, the Great Britain. Yeah, that one, the Great Britain. Taft Mangum is here subscribing and gifting a sub to Raging Lion 95. Thank you for the gifting sub and supporting of the community. It is appreciate, you know. It is appreciate. We'll never see that Doom guy again, says Hailska Adja. I don't know, you know, like, got something in the works where you'll see the Doom guy. I don't know when to... Okay, so I've got something cool up my sleeve, but I don't know how to implement it or when or how I'm going to roll it out. I might save it for episode 1000, but I'm going to use it in live streams. I'm going to do all sorts of cool stuff with this thing. I just don't know when to, like, unveil it. So you're going to see Doom guy again. Yeah, maybe I've said too much. Maybe I've said too much. Maybe I've said too much. Oh no, it's the glow squid. Wait, what one got voted in? It was the glow squid, wasn't it? Yeah, it was the glow squid. Alright, I'm going to drink some water. Will Evil X ever return, says Zabzazane. I honestly don't have much inspiration for it. I wish I did, but... You know, there's always things I could do, and I never really quite feel like There's a vision behind it, you know? With episode 666, which was like the last proper time Evil X had his dues, it was, you know, something I worked on for a long time, something I had a vision for, and I don't know, I just feel like I've exhausted and explored that, so it's hard for me to bring Evil X back. Water is the best soup. Is it soup, though? How do we constitute what soup is? You know, if you fold a pizza over, is it a sandwich? Oh, I just blew some people's minds then. They're like, what? What did you just say, X? Surely not. Surely don't call me Shirley. Now that Evil X is just a second testing account for Suma's snapshot experiences, at the moment, yeah, Evil X is resigned to snapshot work, you know. What do you think about people who say sorry a lot? I don't know, really. I try not to be too judgmental of others. Some people are like that. Over here in Britain, in the U of K, the great GB, you know, or just the GB, as some people have pointed out. It's very, very British to say sorry, right? If you bump into someone or go in close proximity of someone else, it'll be sorry, sorry. Just, this is what people do. I do it. Like, it's just being a British thing, I guess. You know? Come over here, right? Come over here and bump into someone, right? Like, you do the bumping. Like, make it as obvious as you can that you're bumping into them, and they'll say sorry. Actually, you know, be careful who you do that with. You might start a fight, but you get the joke, right? Are you holding on to items, you cheeky fellas? You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be doing that. We got a noise in the ear. It's Load Nikon here for 39 months. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. This song right here is really awesome. So if you've been paying attention to the music that we do in our streams, we recently had the Orang song on, Forever. What's it called? Forever Lost in an Endless Dream? Something like that. And it's one of these super mellow, looped songs that kind of like just has a kind of spell to it. This is another one of those types of songs. It's a little more Steve Roach in the midpoint, but really cool song. So some chill vibes right now. X, do you do your skins or do you pay someone else to do them? They're mostly made by the community. People just send me them. And I'm like, hey, that'll do. Someone sent me the turtle one, I believe. Actually, I might have made the turtle one myself. I really can't remember, but I think it might have been an idea of mine or something someone sent me. Too long ago to remember, but the B-Suma, Stride Suma, the next one, they're all things people have just sent me, you know? And I'm just like, yeah, I can do this. This will be fun. I'ma check out Old Sorcery, says Retty. Awesome, awesome. It'd be great to have, you know, people support artists like Old Sorcery. Just, you know, small and independent artists doing their own thing. It's not popular music, it's niche. What do you think about the Warden? I think the Warden's an interesting one. I think everyone's wanted a new boss mob for ages, and it looks like they're going to give it to us. There is some speculation that the way that they're changing stuff in the snapshots means that going below Y0 might be like a way to expand the world. So we might end up with like a below Y level world. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where's B-double-O? B-double-O, where are you? This is just... I'm going to have to write him a letter of complaint. You know, I had to sleep in a bed. Oh, it looks like I didn't. Well, I won't write a letter of complaint then. You know? You know. Ward Suma. I'll let y'all guess. I'll let y'all guess the next Suma. I'll let y'all do some guessing. Suma, have you watched any Hermitcraft animatics? I don't think so. That sounds like something I'd know about. Hermitcraft animations? Like Fanimations or something, is that? Everyone's speculating now. I'm telling you, you just gotta wait. Lush Cave Asuma, says Talbar. Damn it! Oh, it was gonna be a surprise. Now everyone knows. I guess it was kind of obvious, really. I mean, you know, there's not much else in 1.17 that I could have focused on, you know. I mean, the Warden? Lush Caves, dude. Lush Caves. Trip Suma! That sounds like an insult. Oh. Isn't calling someone a drip an insult? I feel like that's a thing that I've heard before, calling someone a drip. It don't sound particularly nice, does it? It's like bubbly. I always used to think bubbly was an insult when someone said, like, you have a bubbly personality. I always pictured it as being like someone who, like, does lots of things but gives up on them quickly. I don't know, something like that in my head, right? But apparently bubbly is a good term. It's just language, just how you interpret it or whatever, right? What does bubbly personality mean to some of you? Have you heard that Scar is going to just give the Podzol party a base? I had not heard that. Talkative, someone said. Oh, right, okay. Extrovert is bubbly. Interesting. Interesting. So yeah, whenever I heard that term, I just thought it meant someone was like, you know, not very consistent. I guess was my interpretation of it. Someone else said loud. Oh, am I out of torches already? That's redonkulous. Well, there are quite a few different interpretations now in chat. Interesting. Load Nikon says, for 39 months subscribing, a hot dog is technically a sandwich. Yeah, that's when I said the pizza thing. That's what I was trying to remember what the original discussion was. It was hot dog, wasn't it? Okay, right. Let's go grab some torches. And yeah, we're gonna have to make some more sticks right here. And then bam. We should have done this first because we were using stone brick walls in our other build. Now I've got like an excess of them, right? We've got overflow. Right, I've probably well and truly overdone the torches here, but that's better than not overdoing them, I guess. Maybe we need one or two there. Good stuff, good stuff. I think for the most part we've gotten on top of this, haven't we? Right, so I'm all good for building over here later on. Let's put these torches away. The junk is just going to accumulate everywhere at the moment with all the projects I'm doing, so all of this go... Why did I take my helmet off? That protects me from the baddies. Baddies in the dark. Okay, valuables, wood, lights, just like that. These things I dropped off a minute ago, didn't I? Right, we're going to head back over to the base. Do a bit of work on the kelp farm next. These are the 3 things I wanted to do today. Actually, I wanted to do some building there, but we ain't got time for it, really. Oh, where did I leave my kelp box, now to think about it? What aspect of MC don't you like? Probably things that slow you down. I appreciate that part of survival is the grind and the survive, but I don't like the tediousness of the game sometimes. But then I'm speaking as someone who's played this for a very long time, so I tend to like the access to, you know, the best part of the game, the creating, in my opinion. Now, do you think that looks better, peeps? I think that looks better. Oh, I don't even need to ask any of you. No one's going to say it doesn't look better. Okay, and if you think you're clever and you're funny and you're going, oh no, no, it looks It looks worse now. Oh. Oh, the cheek. Much better. There you go. See, chat knows. Another JT is here for 42 months. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. I was about to make a mistake, I believe. I think what we have to do to stop this from creating an absolute mess is put blocks here and then replace them from the inside. I don't think it's going to mess... I kind of might have... Oh, I think I messed up a lot of stuff just by placing that one block there, right? See, on that side, though, it's different. It's hard to tell. Interesting. Oh, goodness me. How did I manage to break that? Like, what? I didn't even feel like I was aiming at it. Yeah, this ain't right. That's supposed to be a source block. But, oh, I might die. Okay. Oh, I just move here and I'm good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be a water source block there. Okay. Okay, and now we can put these back. Ah! Something must have grown. Oh! Oh, that's most unfortunate. I think what I'll do is I'll bring this forward then. And have a hopper back there pointing into it. So we're going to have to break those two blocks and put a hopper there. Take all these things. And let's go get a bucket of water. Oh, I got one. And there was water all over the place in this thing. I could have done this a minute ago. Could have done it a minute ago. Right, so when we put the water here, we're going to modify the water stream. Yes, that's what we want. Okay, that has actually been fixed. Okay, so when we do the next one, I'm not sure if I'm going to have to go through that whole fiasco again. Probably will. That also does look better in the corner. Just wanted to point that out. Definitely better. Oh, I like pizza. Oh, I like pizza. Oh, whoa, says Orilla. I'm having pizza after the stream, and my belly is rumbling. It's a hungry belly today. Apply for Mojang, says Alien. Nah, I would not be pursuing a job with Mojang. Grab those things back again. So, I'm not really sure if there's a better way to do this. If I put things here and then replace them, all it takes is one source block and it goes all the way across. So you really have to be super careful with this. So we'll just do it like we did before, I think, and then try and get the next bit a little smoother. So there's no harm in doing that, except I need to be in there. So now, when I do this one, it's fine until I get to that level. When I think what I want to do is just take that out. Because it made... Where did it make a source block? I'm not sure really. Let's actually work our way up from the bottom. I think actually maybe the problem is that it makes a source block here. See, it shouldn't make one there, but it did. Well, that time it worked pretty well, so that'll do. That will do. No issues, no issues. Aha, we skipped this one. Waterlock that room, says Skippy. I don't know what you mean by waterlock, but essentially we've got to be super careful not to let all the water out, right? Or to let it multiply into source blocks. I learned that the hard way when I was building this thing. This was a really cool little farm to add in the base as well. It just happened to snugly fit in here. And we like snugly. There we go. Hex, why you place torches when Bribe just joined? What? Bribe? Oh, I thought for a second I did that wrong. I was like, whoopsie. No, we good. We good. Oh, that's all got to change back. Did I do that on the last one? Oh, that one over there. Wispy Nova says, "Hey X, finally caught a stream. What's up?" Not much, dude. We did a lot today. We did some building of the minigame for HEP. That was cool. We're just taking care of this project now. Did some work over at the potion brewer. Right. What? Oh, I did leave it. I did leave it. Look, 2 corners left to do. Then what a wally. Do you think? Do crabs think we walk sideways? They probably don't think conceptually like that. That's one of the things about like a Dr. Dolittle, right? Like if you could understand the thoughts of your dog or an animal, like it would probably think in terms that just didn't make sense to you. Like it would have totally different like realms of reference and ways of thinking and interacting. It's weird how the glass panes line up with the kelp block lines. Oh yeah, well they don't quite there, but maybe on this side they do. Because the line is in the middle of the block, but the middle of the block is 2 pixels wide, so... That's kind of that, isn't it? Use the hoe to break the kelp block. Ah, I'm doing fine. We're doing fine. Okay, let's pop that back there. Did it correctly. Had a little moment of panic again, but no, we're good. Okay, I'm officially short on glass again. 3? We should have 4 panels. I think 1's still stuck in there. Well, it put me into gap swim mode a second ago, and now it won't. Where did it go then? Oh, there it is. Good, got it. Well, there you go. Right, I will put that in there, I guess. Who knows where we're going next, peeps? Who knows where we go? Oh, I fell. What's going on? Stupid contraption. Who made this? Who did this redstone, eh? Oh, I should write a letter of complaint. Right, definitely going to need a little bit more food. Might as well grab those. That will do me. Ah! There we go. There we go. Looks like a mumbo fail to me, says Wake Boy. A mumbo fail? What is that? Oh. Rebecca says we're all going for pizza next. I am going to have some pizza. Goodness me, am I going to enjoy some pizza. Oh, I'm so hungry all the time. I'm going to enjoy me some pizza. And probably like a yogurt and an apple as well. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe a hot chocolate. Love me a hot chocolate. This is why we can't have nice things. People make broken redstone. My redstone wasn't broken, right? Now I think we all want some pizzas out, Alpenglow. We all want some pizza. What kind of pizza, says Riff Raff? It's barbecue with like chili cheese and jackfruit. Annabon Banana says, hot chocky, now you're talking. Now I'm talking. What's my favourite thing to put in hot chocolate? Water, milk. I don't know. I don't put marshmallows in or anything like that. I just have me some of the options. It's called Options, the brand over here. I can just make it with hot water basically and a little bit of milk. Super low on calories. You know, if you get like a hot chocolate when you go out and it's made with tons of chocolate and syrup and milk, like some of that stuff can just be so rich. You're looking at like 200 to 300 calories a cup, whereas look, made that mistake. Whereas, you know, like the homemade one, much better. Hello, my lovelies. I'm gonna be hanging out over here breeding these I was about to say parrots, these bunnies. We are ending this one where it started, my friends. Let's go look for someone to raid. We got Deb Constructor gifting a sub to Neurogasm. Thank you for doing that. It is appreciated. I'm going to send you to Foxy No Tail, who I followed. Someone we probably raided at random and they were cool, so I followed them. So I'm sending you there today. There's no other hermit streaming. So that's it from me, peeps. Thank you as always. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Oh, I should put the end stream on the thing. And I haven't clicked the raid button. We're still going. Peeps, hit the follow button. Then hit the raid button. Thank you to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. Thank you to all of my Patreons. Appreciate your support. I'll see you later. And now you can join in the raid. Bye-bye.